Hello ladies, how is everyone doing? Happy new month. It's July 1st. Wow. It's July 1st, the 7th month of the year. Can you imagine that? I think we just celebrated Christmas like not too long ago. Wow. It's amazing how time flies, isn't it? It's like we were just talking about last week. I can remember everything that happened last week as if it was yesterday. That's how fast time flies, and that's kind of scary. But how are you all doing? I hope you're starting this new month with so much motivation, with so much inspiration. I hope you're still on your goals. I hope you're still following up on everything that you had planned to do, even if you didn't, completely finish them up last month. This month, the fact that we are still alive, the fact that we are still alive enough, healthy enough to observe this day, this new month, it's a huge reason. There's a purpose for it. So we got to continue going. I wanted to jump on to say Happy New Month and to take this opportunity to answer a question, a very pertinent question that I have been approached not a couple of times, a whole bunch of times by different people, and I thought it would be helpful if I actually did a video to talk about this particular topic. And so my name is Chantal again. For those who just joined this group, thank you so much. Once again, I see you. I appreciate you being part of us. Thank you so much for everything. My name is Chantal. I'm a mindset coach. I help women, mission-driven women, comfortably step into their purpose so they can create radical change and live a successful mission-driven life. And that's part of the reason why I want to answer this question today, because it has to do with the mindset. So I've been asked a million times by different people, how will your mindset help you make money? That's the question I get. How does that help? How does that help me? How does that, like, what? Like, what? How does that help me? And it's something that, like I said, it's important, and that's why I'm doing this video, so that I can actually go deep into our mindset, what it does and why it does the things that it does to us. And I will go straight to the point. First of all, I want you to look at your mindset. What is your mindset? These are your beliefs. These are your way of thinking, your way of looking at things, how you perceive things, how open-minded are you. So there's two different kinds of mindset. We have a growth mindset and we have a fixed mindset. A growth mindset is that mindset that's open to growth, that's open to new ideas, that's flexible, always willing, being positive, ready to take this next move, regardless of the obstacles, regardless of the shortcomings. And a fixed mindset is that mindset that is just flat. This is what I know and that's it. This is what I have and that's it. So I want you to understand those two mindsets. These are two different kind of people, and we see these things a lot. And this brings me back to the question, how was the mindset? How would that help you become like, these are the words that I'm using that people have asked me questions on. How would that help you make money? Okay, now, so like I just explained about your mindset, the two different kinds of mindset. Your mindset, it's your foundation. It's like, when you want to build a house, you need a foundation. You need a solid foundation, a foundation that will stand all times, all, bad weather, the strongest wind, flooding and every other thing. A foundation that's very, really solid to hold on to the house no matter what the disaster may be. Your mindset is that kind of foundation. And the things that build your foundation are the things that will help you become that person you truly are the things that will make you have that money that you deserve, not that you want. The things that will make you go from point A to point B. And so let's not just, I don't want us to look at the mindset, it's like on the surface level. There are things that build up a mindset. There are things that build up a mindset. And so when I get questions on how this, how would my mindset, or how would that help me become rich? How would that help me get the money that I want? Or how would that help me get the money that I need? So let me ask you this question. If you're one of those people who have been having this kind of questions about mindset and money, let me ask you, what is your relationship with money? When I mean by your relationship with money, how do you see money? What is your impression about money? Does money have a hold, like an impact, like some kind of control over you? Or do you have control over money? How much money do you think is enough for you? How much money do you think will make you see yourself as a rich person, or someone that's made it, or someone that's financially successful? These are the questions, because everyone is at a different page when it comes to their mindset. For example, someone with a growth mindset might see $10, might view $10 differently from someone with a fixed mindset, because that person with a growth mindset sees a lot of opportunities, things that they can do with that $10 to make it 1,000, to make it 2,000, to make it 1 million, and so forth. That person with a fixed mindset knows that they have $10 and they are satisfied. They are contented. They don't see the possibilities of making that money, of multiplying that money. And so I want you to understand your relationship with money. And depending on what kind of relationship you have with money will determine the kind of mindset, how you will succeed financially, how you will continue to make money with the money that you have, because you have a growth mindset. And when you have that kind of growth mindset, when you have that kind of mindset with money, you would realize there are not just how to make money with your mindset. You will realize that there are other things, there are other areas in your life. There are other areas in your life that would develop and come together and give you that mindset of going after what you deserve. And that's how you can make money with that kind of mindset. Okay? Depending on your mindset. And what are the things that will build? What are the things that will make up that mindset, that growth mindset? I know I mentioned a couple. But ask yourself, how do you feel about yourself? It has to start with you. How do you view yourself? What are your beliefs? Do you believe in yourself? Do you believe in your self-worth? Do you believe you are deserving of the things that you are entitled to? How do you view yourself? Do you view yourself like someone who is just there because they have to be there? Or do you view yourself like someone who is there for a purpose? And let's not just talk about, let me not just concentrate on this particular question, because this question it has a little bit, it has a little bit of pieces that are involved. Let me divert a little bit and let me ask you this question, which I think would help you to start thinking otherwise. When you ask this question of how will your mindset help you make money, or how your mindset help you, become rich of that sort. My question for you is, have you ever thought of how much money you've been losing? Never mind making money. Have you ever thought of how much money you will be losing if you don't have a growth mindset? Have you ever thought of how much money you have been losing if you don't have self-confidence? If you don't know your self-worth? If you don't know what you are worth? There are three very important aspects that I want to talk about. The first one was the money that I have been talking about. And we can't just talk about money, because money doesn't make itself. Someone has to take action. Someone has to do something to generate an income. Okay? Let me talk about your health. Let me talk about your health, because it's very important. When we talk about money, we have to talk about your health. There's a lot of people out there. There's a lot of people out there who have developed anxiety. There's a lot of people out there who've developed depression, hypertension, diabetes, so many different, both medical and, mental health or psych issues. And I understand some of these are genetic. I understand some of those things are hereditary, but I'm talking about the ones that were the people that ended up with this because of the things that they failed to do. The things that they failed to do. And these are the people that I'm asking if you know how much money you have been losing for not doing the things that you should or you should have been doing. There are people struggling right now with depression and anxiety because they have never been able to do the things that they have always wanted to do, because they've always been on that edge of feeling like, oh, they have to please people, they have to satisfy people, they have to do the things that will satisfy other people and put them in a situation where they become continuously unhappy, dissatisfied with their life. Have you ever had a job that you go to every day? Like, you get depressed every single day that you have to go to work? Because you know there's something, there's a place, there's somewhere, something that you should be doing that your heart yearns for. That you know that's what you should be doing. You see yourself happy there. But because of one reason or the other, because you believe, or maybe you're making that money right there, or maybe you don't know how people will feel if you leave and go do the things that you really should be doing, it piles up. It piles up. And these are the things that will make people go into depression, anxiety, hypertension, because you are constantly upset. You are constantly angry. You are constantly unhappy. And I want you to look at the expenses once you get yourself in this place. Once you get yourself in this place of this anxiety, depression, hypertension, diabetes, just to name a few. When you get to this place that you have to start seeing a psychiatrist, a therapist, you are put on some kind of medication to help control, control your mood, or you end up the emergency room. I want you to think all these expenses. And again, I'm not talking about everyone with anxiety and depression. I know that there are other factors, there are other reasons. But like I said earlier, I'm talking about someone who thought they were happy with what they were doing, and later on found out that they were just deceiving themselves by thinking that they were happy when they were not. And they ended up with all those things because they kept on pushing. Now, have you thought about how much money you will be spending? And for that person who is already spending, have you ever thought of how much money you spend on a monthly basis? Granted, there are insurances, but I'm talking about some of the people who don't really have those kind of, nice and good insurances that will pay for everything. I'm talking about the ones that you will have to, take money out of your pocket to pay a therapist on an hourly basis, and it's not cheap. I'm talking about you that will have to take money out of your pocket for co-pay for your drugs, for your prescription. You that have to take money out of your pocket to become a gym member because your therapist suggests you have to have some kind of community, a place where you can meet people and do things for yourself and stay healthy. Do you know how much money you spend on supplements, vitamins to sustain yourself because of these drugs that you're taking? The healthy food. Have you ever tried to factor all this money that you spend on a monthly basis? Because of the fact that you turn your back against your vision. You turn your back against what your calling was. You downplayed what would have made you become rich. Whatever your definition of becoming rich is. You downplay what would have made you become successful, whatever your definition of success is. These are the money that you've been spending, that maybe you don't even know, that maybe you think it's okay. It is not okay. Same goes with hypertension. Same goes with diabetes. Same goes when you end up with eye issues because of the diabetes. So many other complications. And the list just keeps piling up. That's just the money that you spend on your health. Simply because you did not believe in yourself enough to say, this is who I am, and this is my vision, and this is what I will do. Because you did not have the nerve. You were not brave enough to be vulnerable. Because you had self-doubt. Because you believe more in what the society does versus what you have, or who you are. And that costs you all that money. There's an estimate of $700 to $1,000 out of pocket money for health issues. Imagine that money accumulating every year and an entire lifetime. Are you living it in minus? So when you ask that question of how would your mindset help you or make you become rich, these are the things that I want you to start thinking, to start looking. The things that you have been doing that you know you should not be doing versus the things that you haven't been doing that you know you should be doing. Think about all what you've been losing. Think about everything that you have been losing. And that's what your questions should be. Your question should be, how much money, what have I been losing for not being who I am? For not showing up, for not fully showing up and be vulnerable and bless people with my gifts and live that purpose and create that radical change and live that successful life that you've always dreamt of. I want you to calculate that money and factor that on a yearly basis, and then the rest of your life. The other piece of it is the job that you do, your career. And this goes especially to you women. Do you know you could lose, you have been losing, if you are that woman who never asks for a deserving raise from your employer because you believe you deserve it, because you believe you do an awesome job, because you believe you help the company get promotions, you believe the growth, you believe you participate in the growth of the company. If you are that woman who never asks for promotion, who never asks for a raise, who never speak up because you don't want for people to look at you like she's a bad person or she's arrogant, or you are afraid that you will be let go because you ask for what you deserve. I want you to understand. I want you to know that there's an estimate of at least $1 million of money lost that women are losing, that you are losing for not doing the things, that you should be doing. And this goes back to your mindset. How do you view yourself? Who are you? What do you have to bring on the table? What is your worth? You don't have that confidence to step up to your boss and say, this is what I need because I deserve it. And articulate exactly what you want because you know you deserve it. If you lack that confidence, if you lack that courage, and these are the pillars that hold your foundation, that holds the pillars of your mindset. These are the pillars of your mindset. If you are that woman who never asks, who never speak up. Talking about that, yesterday I called and find out what my money. I called my other job, I called my job, not the other job. I called my job yesterday, and I asked them, how much money am I getting paid now? Because I'm not a regular staff. I'm not usually there. I just go there. I work there. I make my own schedule. So I'm not there all the time to look things up and see what's going on. I actually called and asked them, hey, I just want to check in and see what my pay is. When was the last time I got my raise? And yeah, I do that. I am one of those people who would ask. I would ask when I know I deserve it, when I know it's due, because let me tell you something. A lot of employers would appreciate you, will give you a tap on your back, will smile at you, will thank you from January 1st to December 31st. But they will, I haven't seen an employer who will be like, oh, you do such a wonderful job. I'll give you a raise, No. I haven't seen that. I have not seen that. So, be aware that there are things that are your right, things that you should be doing. Because you might think that you are happy with what you're doing. You might think that you're happy with your job, the money that you're making, and be satisfied and but think about all the money that you lose, that you've been losing because of your mindset, because of how you view yourself. So if you notice, when I'm listing this point, I'm going back to that question of that mindset. How will that help you become rich or make money? I want you to look at all the money that you have been losing. If you are that person who do not believe in yourself, if you are that person who is still struggling with who you think you are losing a lot of money. You are losing a lot of money. And you will continue to lose. And it's not just all about the money. Everyone is different. Someone might ask for a promotion because they want the title. They want to add it to their title and they're satisfied. So like I said, all depends on what you view success as, what your definition of being successful is, of being rich is. Everyone is different, but depending on what you call it, you have to go for it. I am one of those people. I will respect everyone, but I will tell you exactly what it is if I feel like it's not going right. And especially to my boss, especially to that person. I do not let my boss step on me, because I know my worth. I don't let anybody, downplay me for who I am. And I want you to be that kind of woman, because you are losing a lot of money. If you are that woman who is not asking for that raise, you are losing. Imagine losing for your entire lifetime. You're losing money. You are losing money. all the money that you are losing, you would never make those money up unless you figure out what kind of mindset you have. Unless you decide today is July 1st. I love the 1st because it helps me to remember. It's like the 1st are like landmarks to me. I can't really remember in between the month, but when it's the 1st, it's easy for me to make decisions. I plan to do things around the 1st because I know I would always remember. Today is the 1st. This is significant. I want you to start thinking where you have been losing money. Where you have been losing money. Where you know you should have been making money. Put all those things down to begin with. And then ask yourself again, how can your mindset help you make money? And look at yourself. Look at your foundation. Look at your foundation. Do you believe in yourself? Do you have do you believe that you have everything it takes? Do you believe in your self-worth? Because at the end of the day, you have to put your foundation. Your foundation will determine. Your foundation will determine whatever decisions or how you look or how you see or how you view things. And I hope that this really answers your question. I hope that it really does. Because money and mindset, you can have money but you don't have the mindset to control that money. And that's how you see some people win a lottery of thousands and millions of dollars, and next thing you know, it's all gone. What did they do with the money? Because they don't have the mindset. They don't have the growth mindset. They probably use the money, and they feel that, okay, this is the end. This is the end of the world. I am rich, and that's it. But what they don't understand is that money will soon be gone. When you're using that money, it will be gone. When you have that fixed mindset. When you have that fixed mindset, who do not look at growth. So don't try to figure out how to make money first. Work on you first. Because when that money comes, that money would need someone to be in control of it. That money will not be coming to control you. Because then you will have to start all over again. Okay? So, like I said, there are things that you have to look into first. What is your foundation? What is your foundation? When you get up in the morning, how do you view yourself? What do you think you are? Do you see yourself as someone who is ready? Who is ready to start doing what you have always wanted to do? Are you ready to start showing up and be that person that you truly are? Or you want to continue hiding yourself and hoping to make money? You could be making the money. You're working you get paid every hour. What you might not know is you might be losing. You might be losing even more than what you're making. But because we believe in the things that we see, because of our mindset, we don't understand what we could be losing. What you could be losing is, you could be, if you had followed your vision and started doing the things that you really were called to do, you could have been making more money. That's the kind of mindset, that's the kind of growth mindset that I want you to have. And not just looking at how to make money, also look at how you've been losing money when you don't do the things that you should be doing. Okay? So, once again, thank you so much. I wish you all, again, a purposeful and exciting new month. My name is Chantal. I am your mindset coach. I also work as a nurse. I am a nurse, so I could be of help if you have some questions. I know I have a couple of friends who are in nursing school or who are thinking of following that route. I could be of help. I could answer some questions. But what I really do on this platform is I coach mission-driven women. Are you a mission-driven woman? Are you ready to step into your purpose and create radical change and start living that mission, that successful mission-driven life? If you want to talk to me, you know where I am. Send me a message. The time is now. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. That's the reason why we are, that you are, that I am alive today. It's another opportunity that we have. Every single day, it's a new day that we see. It's an opportunity to do the things that you've always wanted to do. Please, please, please. June is gone. Whatever shortcomings you had in June, whatever difficulties, whatever obstacles you had in June, please remember that it's a new month. It's a new day. It's a new beginning. Think of it that way. And have a blessed day. I will see you soon. Bye.